everybody, my name's Minhui. Well, today we're going to be learning about how can we solve global warming. Well, nearly in these days, or maybe in just these years, nearly in there. Okay, we have seen many scientists and many experts says that we're having global warmings. That means the earth is being hotter. Well, what do we need to do? We need to do something to save our earth because earth is our only home. We don't have any more planets that have enough plants, fields, waters, and all those natures around. Well, we need to do something to save earth. Well, let's get started and see what we can do. Okay? So, well, let's get started. First, the way we travel also harms the earth. What do you mean? Okay, well, first, let's see what are bad travels. Did you ever go on an airplane? Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. It's okay if you haven't gone on an airplane. I haven't gone on an airplane any time before or see an airplane in real life before. But I bet that flying on that are really bad ideas. Yeah, it can help us to move really fast and it is really nice. It's a nice idea, I bet. But the thing I'm talking here is that it spent too much oxygen. It spent too much oxygen. So that all the things over, they wouldn't have enough oxygen anymore and they can't survive, they can't live. Well, those plants use too much. Those plants use too much oxygen to travel in just one time. But you think every day there's thousands of plants moving. Well, that's been too much oxygen. But that's not nice travels. We should travel on cars. But fuels needs to be evident, like hybrid or electrics. Or you need to have carpools. Your tires, keep it full every week. Make sure that it has not been kind of like something like a nail has slipped on it, or be sure that it has full air every week. Okay, be sure of that so that you won't need to buy more tires. Or the best way of traveling, it both help you and ours people. It doesn't use too much fuel as walking. Or maybe having a bike. Bike don't use earth fuel, but it uses your fuels. It uses your energy. Yeah, okay? So, or maybe you can use public transport. Maybe just one, but it can carry thousands of people. Like just a bus. It can carry more than 10 people, I bet. Of course. And train, it can carry many people. I don't know the exactly amount, just for each one. But the trains and the bus are public transport that can move really fast. And that can help save time a lot and save a lot of fuels. Next, switch to green powers. What are green powers? Explain for us, please, Aiko. Green powers are powers that are made out from things like wind, suns. They mean switch to green powers here is use the sun's energies or the wind's energies. It may take too much money, but it does really helps. Well, if you have a chance, tell your parents to change to green powers, to switch on that. Maybe you don't, if you can't just stay about green powers, Maybe you can save there. Maybe you can just use marine power in just one part. Maybe it's not enough. Okay, but that's it. Well, our next one, home. Look at our home. It also is helping the earth to have more global warming. But first, use light bulbs. Change to energy efficient light bulbs. Change to light bulbs that are energy efficient. So change like that will help you to have better light, and it also helps the earth many more. It doesn't use too much fuels. Next, choose energy efficient ones. Choose the best appliances that don't use too much energy. Choose the energy efficient ones. Then you choose the one that have 5 stars. Nearly everything that are faking to have 5 stars. Okay, but just things like that. Well, next, electricity. Turn off appliance as the power point. Maybe you have a laptop here. If you don't use anymore, shut it off. Close it. Okay? That will save the energy. That will also help your laptop to relax yourself after a long time working without relaxing. Okay? Well, next, use clothesline. Don't use dryers. Dryers are really what's expensive, and also they spend too much energy. Well, maybe in your place, if it has wind, no, if it has sun or wind, you can use those 2 sticks. You can build your own clothesline. First, use 2 strong sticks on, then connect 2 strong ropes together. Choose the correct size. Maybe you want to be large to put in a lot of clothes. Then take the rope that's long. Well, then you can use those hangers or those clips. Clips or hangs the clothes on those. Then hang it to the clothesline. Wait a little bit. Maybe you will need to wait from 1 to 2 days too. It's really late, but it really does help. My home uses clothesline, but my home doesn't use dryers. Next, install photovoltaic panels. Both ends those panels that can help to collect those green powers. Have a solar water heaters and have installations. Next, buy local foods. Buy the foods that are local enough that you can find everywhere. Don't find fresh fruits that is not frozen. The food that is not frozen that will spend many energies for the refrigerator to frozen it. It also doesn't save for money. Yeah, if it's not good, if it is not good to taste and not an unfrozen food. Next, use less of some things. Like shopping, just use a clothing bags. Don't use those plastic bags anymore. Next, or maybe use recycled papers. Many people are teaching how can we make new papers for old papers that we have written on both pages. Maybe someday you can try it. That paper looks really confident, especially for people that love to draw by watercolor like me. Next, eat less meat. Eat less meat. That's also a nice thing. It both helps the earth. It also helps us from extinct. It also helps us to have a nice home because nobody's saying, "Oh, eat more meat, please." No. Eat more vegetables. Don't eat more meat, please. Next, plant trees. Be songs and buy the best federals that will help the earth to be warmer. No, to be cooler. Then be a catalyst. Learn more. Maybe you watch and covenant truth, or you talk with others and correct your friends or work or schools. Global warming is happening. Maybe what should you do? What should you affect? What can affect on if you do that? Well, just think about it like that. Thanks. Have an energy adult. Have an energy adult? Sorry. Okay? Have an energy to do that. If you don't have energy, you are not interested in. All the things that you do will just be failed in just 1-2 days, or maybe nearly some hours. After you have tried it, then another hour playing some games, or maybe spending some things, spending too much fuels, you have been failed in solving the global warming. Yeah, well, if you are interested in this, if you really love the earth, do it. If you don't do it, because it just harms more. Yeah, well, that's it. We have learned about some of the ways that we can do to solve this global warming. Well, that's all it for today. See you next time. Have a good day. Remember all of those tricks. That will help our earth a lot more. Goodbye.